If you're an international student and you do not have money and you want to study abroad via scholarships, then the time is now. The reason I'm saying the time is now is because most scholarships would be open from September, October, November, December, January of 2024 and latest February. So, as a follower of this YouTube channel, if you are looking for ways to migrate abroad and you do not have money, you don't have anybody that could give you proof of funds or whatsoever, then, and your grades are good, even if your grades are not good, for those of you, because I know some of us, we have third class, second class lower, it is possible to get scholarships. Some of us has HNDs. It's possible to get scholarships abroad, but you need to put in the work. You need to put in the work. What did I say? I said you need to put in the work. I'm saying this because I know a lot of us, we don't like to read. We don't like to do research. This is where it is going to be very difficult for you if you are looking for scholarships. Those people coming to me and saying that, Milton, please help us get scholarships. Please, I don't help people get scholarship. I can only share scholarship information. I can only tell you that this scholarship is open. I can only tell you the documents you need and the deadlines that are available and the amount of money that the scholarship is worth. I cannot apply for a scholarship for you. Someone cannot apply for a scholarship for you. Please listen to me before you go and they lie to you. A scholarship means that it is a grant that you are going to be studying for free. And for you to study for a scholarship or to get a scholarship for free or study for free in a particular university abroad, especially in US and Canada, you need to put in the work. There are so many things involved when it comes to scholarship. Motivation letters, recommendation letters, CV, your educational credentials, and most of the time, all right, I'm not just talking about scholarships like graduate research assistantship, graduate teaching assistantship, funding opportunities, or partial funding or fully funded scholarships. No, I'm also talking about scholarships like the Commonwealth scholarships, the Chevening scholarships, the Erasmus Mundus Joint Master Scholarship, and of course the Masterclass and the Turkish government scholarships, and so many other scholarships. If you intend to apply for any of these scholarships, this is the time for you to prepare. Like I said, the time is now. What do you need to know? I will talk about 2 things you need to know about Canada and USA, and I will tell you why it is important for you to focus on USA. I will equally tell you why you need to start preparing now. But before I talk about why you need to start preparing now, let me talk about why you need to consider Canada or USA. The reason you need to consider Canada or USA from other scholarships is because, first, other scholarships that I just mentioned, right, will be opening. Some will be opening very soon. Some are already open, but the majority will be opening from September. The reason why I said you should choose Canada or USA when looking for scholarships is because they have almost a similar, their application timeline is almost the same, and their mode of application looks almost the same. Now, Canada and USA, Canada offers scholarships, but most of the time it will be partial funding. USA offers scholarships, but most of the time they will give you full funding. There are a lot of schools in USA that will give you full funding for bachelor's, full funding for master's, and full funding for PhD. Most US schools and Canada schools will give you this, but most schools in Canada will give you full funding only based on the fact that if you manage to secure a supervisor, and this supervisor has grants or have money, or his or her department has money to give you to sponsor your research so that you can do the research with him, you can work under him, and of course you do your research. But in this case, they are going to fund you fully. But it is in most cases. Canada is very rare. USA looks so tough, but US should be your goal if you are targeting funding opportunities or graduate school opportunities. The reason is because US have more universities than Canada. Most universities in USA are funded by government, especially the state universities. And most of the time, schools in the USA will give you at least the number of people that they want to give a particular scholarships are usually many. For example, In Purdue University, they will award at least 50 students for masters and PhD. Not just masters and PhD. Let me say, PhD students most of the time at Purdue University alone go up to at least 100 awardees. Then master students, sometimes you will get at least 50 or 75 students being given fully funded scholarships. Let's go to Kent State University. Kent State will offer at least 30 students for PhD level. I'm only talking about the Faculty of Science and maybe the faculties of arts, not the education and social management and something like that. All right. Yes. So if you are looking at scholarship, target schools in the United States of America. There are another reasons for USA is over Canada is that most of the time Canada will give you partial funding. But USA, when you are a PhD student, they fund you fully. Though Canada will equally fund PhD students fully, but like I said, the probability is very low. All right. For some US universities, if you meet the requirement and you apply to them, you may just get a fully funded scholarship without talking to a supervisor. Yes. But why others, you need to start talking to a supervisor. Now, why did I say the time is now? This is June ending. So to me, it's July already. After July, we have to go to August, right? Then after August is September, when schools in the United States will open their doors for fully funded scholarships. This is what you need to be doing. If you are looking at scholarships now for masters and PhD, you need to go into the school's website in the United States. You check what they are offering. You check who are the researchers that are going to work under them. You check their sites, the program website, to see if they are looking for researchers or for people to work with, or if some of those researchers are looking for students to work with. Then you start by emailing them. If you do not know how to email supervisors, make sure you check this entire channel. I'm going to be talking based on that very soon. I'm going to be giving you tips on how you can email supervisors. If you have a first class, if you have a second class lower, right? If you have HND and you have some voluntary services, you have a lot of internships you've done, you have some community projects you've done. If you have a third class as well and you put all of these together, then you may just land a fully funded scholarships in the USA. Remember, there are also other things that matters like motivation letter, recommendation letters, CVs, your transcripts and all the rest. Make sure, very important. I know some people who are my subscribers may have issues to show their transcripts. Most schools will need their original transcripts to be uploaded to the website, not the photocopies or not maybe the fake ones, originals. Some schools, for some scholarships in Europe, now outside of the USA, will be asking you to show legalization. Like Portugal, when it comes to Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters Program, Portugal, Poland, and Czech Republic, these countries, in case your school, one of the universities you are going to be studying in, is in Portugal, Czech Republic, or maybe Poland, you have to do legalization, super legalization of your documents, right? Yes, it happens like this. Now, let's talk about this issue of scholarships. Like I said, start now and start emailing supervisors. Ask them if they have chances in their laboratories. Ask them if they are looking for students to work with. There is a way you email supervisors. If you do other than that, you will not get a reply. I'm just telling you. Some of you will come to my inbox, you will just drop a message. Some don't even hide the subject of the message, of the email. I don't really care about that. For me, I will respond without issues. But my problem is when you come inside my email, you just start writing, I need a scholarship. When is a scholarship available? Please, are there scholarship available? You don't greet people. Dear Madam, dear Sir, dear Milton. This is how you write a formal letter, right? Make it look formal. You want to go and study in a school. You are telling the person, the supervisor, you are writing the supervisor to consider you, and you are not greeting the supervisor. Is that how things are going to be done? No, this is not how it's done. You need to show class in everything you are doing, right? Show class. Show a level of maturity. It's very important. Show some organization in what you are doing. Yes, it's important. Start now and start emailing supervisors. Is very, very important. And note that if you get a fully funded scholarships in the USA, it's going to be in 3 sections. It's either it is a grant or maybe a fellowship that has been added to your scholarship, because most of the time they will give you the scholarship and they will add you a fellowship. This fellowship money now is coming from external organizations to help you pull through with your research, and most of the time they give this to PhD students, right? Now, when you are awarded a scholarship, it's either going to be in the form of graduate assistantship, which is maybe you assist the department or the graduate school in any form of thing you can do, or a graduate teaching assistantship where you have to teach a particular class by assisting your supervisor or maybe assisting the department. All right, you teach, you understand, then they pay you. You study for free, they pay you, and of course everything is smooth. Or maybe a graduate research assistantship, which is you do research with the supervisor, with your supervisor, or with the lab, or maybe with the school, or with the department, or the graduate school, and you get paid. This is how funding opportunities abroad looks like. I'm just focusing more on United States and Canada now. In subsequent videos, I'm going to be talking about maybe Europe, Erasmus Mundus, Chevening, Masterclass, and so many other scholarships. So please put this into consideration before you make a decision, because when you make a decision, early decision is going to give you results. If you wait at the end of the day, maybe within October, November, you are rushing. How do you intend to get your referees to write recommendation letters for you? Like I tell you, recommendation letters is a whole lot of hurdle. So if you know that you are going to get a scholarship this year, start by arranging your supervisors. Talk with them. Make them know that when there is a time, you are going to reach out to them for them to give you recommendation letters. If you do things like this, you are organized. Things will always be organized for you, right? You need to put things into consideration. It is very, very important. If you must chase a scholarship abroad, if you must go after any scholarship abroad, you need to start early. A lot of people are winning Erasmus Mundus scholarship. As it stands right now, right? The number of people that won Erasmus in 2019, 2020, 2021 is not the same number of people that won in 2022. The number keeps increasing as the years move by, right? From 2021, it has increased. From 2022, and looking at the figures now, Nigerians and Pakistanis and Indians, I think so, are the highest awardees that get Erasmus now as I speak to you. So you need to put things into consideration. If you are one of these national, if you come from these countries, then you do the right thing, you may just get an award. Like I tell you, a lot of people are applying, because most families in Africa are broke. So you need to put all these things into consideration, guys. So let's end here for today. I'm going to be talking about so many other things on this channel, so please make sure you subscribe. Have you subscribed? Thank you so much if you have done so. Till we meet again, my name is Milton Fong.